Shots are cold-hearted and good with the blocker. Gotta keep it on me, I wanna die young. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'm gonna post bail, just look at my wrist.
In your face?
Huh?
What if you get face cancer from so much LED light in your face?
That's not possible.
Why it's not?
You get sun cancer. I mean, you get skin cancer from sun exposure.
Smoking booth pack, eyes out the roof back. In my home crib when they ask me what a stoop at. And you know we driving, so don't ask if we gon' shoot that. And I'm getting rich, young nigga, but that coupe.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Clark Paulo, aka Paulo Clark, aka Clark_Paulo, whatever. Oh my god, English, whatever you guys want to call me. And I'm back with another banger YouTube video. In today's video, I'm here with this pair of shoes and myself. D Guapo is over there editing a video, as you guys can see right there. But today, if you guys can't read, go back to school. But if you guys can read, you'll see the title of this video. Today I'm doing a story time, and the story time for today is, first off, you guys love the story times. If you weren't there for the story time I did on my Instagram, which was very spicy, make sure you go follow me at Clark_Paulo.
Spicy.
Go follow him at D.Guap, D.Guap. And yeah, today we will be doing a story time, and the story time is the time I had guns drawn on me. And I know it seems really weird. You're gonna hear DJ talking in the back, by the way, so just don't mind that. Or he's editing, so you might hear it. But yeah, I know it may sound untruthful or whatever. A lot of you, or not a lot, a few people didn't believe my last few story times where I stole the car, which I actually had proof of, but I didn't want to show because I don't want to get in trouble for it, just to prove a point. But yeah, this one, I don't really know how I'm supposed to prove it to you guys. You know, there was no like, there's no way to prove it. I didn't have video of it. I wasn't taking the time to say, hey, wait, let me record you guys pointing the guns at me, right? So let me bring you guys back a few years. It was actually back in summer from 8th grade to freshman year. I thought I was the shit. Like, I did not care. Like, I was doing everything for myself. I was having the most fun. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I don't do any of that. But what I was doing was just all partying fun. I was going to like senior parties. Me and my homie Cruz, you guys have seen him in another video. Me, him, Esteban, like we would just go everywhere and we would just do reckless stuff. Like we were having heck of fun all summer. But being normal teenage boys, not doing too much. Now, I also hung out with 2 other guys, and I'm not gonna give out their names because, you know, I don't want them to get in trouble, or I didn't talk to them about doing this video, so I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. One of the guys' name is, let's just say, I don't know, Jason, and the other guy's name is Anthony. Anthony I had been going to school with since elementary school. When I moved out to where I live, I think it was like 6th grade or 5th grade, and I had known him for a while. We weren't like best friends, but we were still hecka close. Like we were cool, and me and my homie Cruz, like I met him through Anthony. So me and Anthony were always cool. Then I went to middle school and I met Jason. Same thing, Jason was cool. Me and him had some stuff, but like it was really never anything too big. We're not like friends, but we're cool. Like if we hang out in the same group, we're gonna have fun and be cool or whatever. But yeah, me, Jason, and Anthony were all together one day in summer, and we were supposed to go to my homie Cruz's house. At Cruz's house, it was normally just a chill spot. Like if we really didn't have anything to do on a summer day, we went to Cruz's house because we could just chill there. We would have girls over, whatever, we'd hang out, you know what I'm saying? And we would just chill. We would sell shoes, trade shoes to each other and stuff like that, make a little bit of money or whatever, and just have fun. Cruz also had older brothers that would just that would give us rides places if we need to go to parties that were a little bit further out. And yeah, we just had a lot of fun there. So Anthony and Jason all meet at Taco Bell, which was close to Cruz's house. But then we realized Cruz was going to a party that we were supposed to go to, and we had to go get stuff from Anthony's house. So backtrack a little bit. One of the first times I hung out with Cruz, there was we went to a party. Actually, the first time I hung out with Cruz and Esteban, we went to a party, and I also was with Jason and Anthony. And one of the guys in the group, I'm not gonna name him, had an airsoft gun, and it was orange tip. It was a brown gun. It did not look real if you really looked at it, but from a distance it could look real. I remember we joke around and we were pointing at each other, whatever. We were being stupid, and that's where the gun came from. Oh crap! Let me remind you, we had the airsoft gun, so that's why all this started. So we had the airsoft gun, and about a day or two after the party, maybe even a week later after the party, me, Jason, and Anthony end up with a gun. And again, you guys, it was not a real gun. It was an airsoft gun. It could click, and it was. I actually think I have. If I find it, I'll show you guys. But anyway, we were all hanging out when we were walking from Taco Bell to go to Anthony's house because we had to get stuff for the party that we were gonna go to with Cruz. So we walked from Taco Bell, and to Anthony's house is about a 1.5 to 2 mile walk. So it's a pretty decent walk, and there's a lot of stuff that can happen in between. We get to Taco Bell, and Taco Bell's right here. Anthony's house is right here, and there's a long road right here, basically, just one long road, and then there's an intersection right here that passes a middle school, and then there's Anthony's house. So we're walking from Taco Bell, and we forgot that we had the airsoft gun, and I think Jason had the airsoft gun. So he pulls it out as we're in a neighborhood. We think that no one's gonna care about it, and about I'd say like 500 feet in front of us, there's people moving into moving out of a house. They had a U-Haul, and I think it was a gay couple. I'm pretty sure it was two guys, and we saw them together or whatever, right? So we were walking, and we have speaker, we're slapping music, we're just chilling, we're making fun of each other, joking around, and Jason pulls out the gun, like, and we're joking around with it or whatever. And I remember I got it and I pointed at Anthony and I cocked it and I was like, oh, what's up, give me everything you got, right? We were just joking around with it, and it was pretty stupid, honestly. But I remember seeing, Jason and Anthony did not see it. I remember having it out and joking and really like having it like, this is basically what it was. Hey, give me everything you got. Come on, give me everything you got. Okay, that's basically what it was. It was us just joking around, and there was no ammo in it. It was basically just a gun that we were going and like nothing was coming out. Like I said, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and it was the couple up the road. They looked at us, and I remember them looking at us the moment I cocked it, the moment I pulled it back and I pointed it. I remember looking this way and seeing the couple go, oh shit, they have something. They freaked out, and I remember seeing one of them get out the car and run back in the house, and the other one saying, stay put, stay put. And we're walking, we're about 150 feet away now, and I point out to the group, I'm like, guys, we're about to get in trouble. Like those, I guarantee we're gonna come around this corner and we're gonna get caught by we already knew it was gonna happen. Like we were so sure. And by the way, the place that I live, the cops have nothing better to do. Like if there's a small problem, they send like 50 cops because the cops get paid for nothing, basically. Like there's not a lot of issues that really happen over here, and at least not a lot, like a lot of serious ones. So they call in, hey, you know, there's these, by the way, we all are like my skin color. Anthony's a little bit darker, Jason's a little bit lighter, but we're basically all the same skin color. Not saying it was racial, but I'm just saying, you know, that was just one thing to point out. And so we kind of look, and the way we were dressing, we look like the little hoodlums that were just like up to no good, basically. So I would understand why they called them. And the people that called, I remember us walking by, and I don't know why, I forgot who between Anthony and Jason, one of them pulled it out and jokingly cocked it right in front of him, but didn't show the orange tip. And I remember the people freaking out and just running back inside. And again, there was this corner that we had to go around to go up the street to go to Anthony's house. And I remember right after we booked the corner, like we turned the corner, we were walking, we weren't scared or anything like that. We were thinking about throwing the gun though, because we're like, what if we get caught with it? Can we get in trouble? And then Anthony had already had problems in the past with cops. Like he knew some of the cops that ended up getting us. He was like, no, you can't get in trouble for it, blah, 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 because it's not a real gun and there's an orange tip. So it's just gonna be an assumption. So we turn the corner and we're slowly walking. It's like, we're checking our phones, we're talking, you know what I'm saying? And we're joking around. I remember I took off my shirt, I had a wife beater underneath. We were just chilling and we were walking, and then I remember hitting the corner, like we're walking in the middle of the road too. So there's houses right here, and then a long road right here that goes to Anthony's house. So right as we come out of this road, we get on the corner on the left side, basically going this way. And when we get on that corner, one cop car passes by. Guys, I'm telling you, within the matter of like 7 minutes, like literally they called the cops here, and by the time we got to the end of the road, there were already cops. So we get to the end of the road, one cop car drives by this way. So like I said, imagine we're walking this way, houses on each side, we're going this way to go to Anthony's house. A cop comes from Anthony's house, basically driving this way, and passes us. Anthony is hilarious. That's my dog, by the way. Anthony's hilarious. He always swears at cops. He hates cops. Like he hates them so much. I don't really know where it comes from, but he always yells at them. So as the cop car drives by, he says 12 hella loud, like just screams and says 12. And me and Jason are like, bro, like shut up, like that's like, don't draw attention. And we remember seeing the cop car drive by, and then another one come from that place. So now basically there's two cop cars going like this. And when they cross, we follow this one, and there's another cop car parked right here. Then right in front of us is a court, and out of the court comes another cop car. Then 2 more from the left, and like 1 more from the right. By the time we're walking, like turning the corner, there's 8 cop cars filled with 2 cops each. 8 cop cars with 2 cops. That's 16 cops for 3 little boys. 3 little boys that just booked a corner, right? So these 8 cop cars pull up. This was the first time that I had like a really bad run-in with the cops, like a lot. Like I've been in situations where there's like 1 or 2 cops that we gotta get away from that I'll have other story times with. But this was the first one where it was like, holy shit, like I might die. I thought about all the like the Black Lives Matter movements and like how they kill the kids that like were unarmed and stuff like that. Like that's really, my mind was going crazy. Don't look at me like that, DJ. My mind was going crazy. Like me and Jason were tripping a little bit more than Anthony was, because Anthony, like I said, had been through it. And we weren't like crying, we weren't shaking, we were just like, oh shit, like this is real. Like we just got into some stuff. So we all stopped, and we're like, this is about to happen. So they all get out of the cars, no hesitation, I'm not kidding, no hesitation, just put their guns up. And the barrel was just, they had to be at least like 10 yards away from us, I'd say. Just barrels drawn, every single one of them, all of them, hopping out with, put your hands where I can see them. All of us, without hesitation. Oh, don't shoot, please don't shoot, please. We're all like, just don't. And Jason was like, no, Anthony was like, guys, just don't say a word, just let them do whatever the hell they want to. Anyway, you guys, so the cops all have it drawn on us. Anthony's like, bro, just be calm, be cool about it, let them do whatever they have to. If they hit you or whatever, just let it slide. Like, don't aggravate them anymore. And I was like, all right, it's good, like, we'll just chill. So the cops all get out, and I remember one specific cop. There was a big, heavy-set white guy. Not saying he was racist or anything, but it was a big guy with a country accent. He was like, put him up where I can see him. And that was the one that scared me the most, because that's like the complete opposite, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm this little hoodlum, little Mexican boy, and there's this big fat white cop that probably hates me and thinks that I'm armed. So they realize that we're not doing anything. We sit there for about, I'd honestly say like a cool like minute and 45 seconds, which is a pretty long time. Just like, bro, like I'm talking about my phone was in my hand. We dropped everything, like we were not. So we wait for the cops to basically come up to us. One of them gets about 5 yards. They walk about half the distance with their gun up, and then they put it back, and then they grab me, and then they grabbed Anthony, and they push Jason to the other side. So we're all split up now. We were like this, and now we're like this. I'm me right here, Jason's right here, and Anthony's right here, closer to the cop car. There's a cop car that pulled up right here. So they're talking to us like, where is it, who has it, blah, blah, blah. And we know exactly what the hell we're talking about, but like we were too shook to say anything. And I remember one of the cops being like, oh, that's Anthony, I know you. Are you serious? Like, you're gonna do this again? Or like, you're gonna, right? So they pull us all over to the side now. We're all with the cops, and they bend us over, and they like, bro, they really slammed us on top of the hood. Like, I'm not even like not like, no, yeah, like some assholes. It was really like extra. Like, there was no, they hadn't even found anything on us yet, and they, especially Anthony, I remember them hitting us, and it was a hot black like hood, bro. It was so hot outside. I live in Cali, bro. It was summer. It was so hot. So they smacked us, and if we lifted up our head, they would be like, put your head back down. And I remember Jason and I, we were looking at each other, and Anthony was on the other side of me, and I was like, fuck, bro, we really just got caught. And they searched Anthony. They don't have anything on him. They search me, and they don't find anything, but I carry a pocket knife now. Fuck. They found a pocket knife. Oh, I have a pocket knife on me, and I don't carry one anymore, but I had a pocket knife on me at the time. They didn't find it. Sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, they ended up taking us. They laid us on the hood or whatever, right? They searched us. They didn't find anything on me. And Anthony, I mean, Jason was the one that actually had, let me get my dog. Jason was the one that actually had something on him. He was the one with the airsoft gun. So they searched his bag, and they ended up finding it, and we all made sure that he didn't get in trouble, because technically he could have gotten the most trouble since he had it. And we all just said we all were carrying it. And the officers, like, someone called in and reported there was 3 kids that were carrying a gun, and they checked us, and they were like, okay, so it's not even a real gun, blah, blah, blah. There's no ammo in it. So we basically couldn't get in trouble. It was just a toy. It was just a toy. There was no ammo in it. We weren't there was no reports of us shooting windows or anything, so we couldn't get in, there was nothing we really did. There was one cop named Mr. Perez, like Commander Perez or whatever, right? Or Captain Perez. And then there was the other white guy that was like weird, right? The white boy, Chunky Monkey, was trying to get us in trouble. He was trying to say free Clark, free Anthony, and free Jason. He was trying to get us locked up. I swear to God he was. Mr. Perez, the other cop, was hecka cool. He was this Mexican dude. He was hecka cool. He was like, all right guys, you already know what the situation looks like. We understand that you guys aren't doing anything, blah, blah. He was being a real cop. You know what I'm saying? He was really doing his job. Other boy was just trying to get us locked up because he thought that we were really trying to do something bad. We weren't trying to do anything bad. It's kind of weird. They actually knew, as I said, who Anthony was. They already knew him from prior events, and they didn't tell Anthony. If they told Anthony's family what happened, he would be in way more trouble. Like, he'd be in heck of trouble. Me and Jason, we probably wouldn't have been in that much trouble because we've never been arrested. We hadn't been in situations like that. And the cops let us go. We got to keep the gun too. That was the craziest part, is that the cops let us keep the gun. Like, it made no sense. It was ridiculous. Like, it made sense, but it was like, so what was the point? But I also understand it because, you know, if you see someone with a gun, you know, you kind of get, you know what I'm saying? You can't really tell, oh, is that a real gun? And yeah, that's basically the story. So if you guys want to see more story times like this, I know this one wasn't that long. It was about like 16 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it ends up being. Make sure you guys smash the like button, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Become Kick It with the Cool Kids like Clark. Let me know if you guys have any crazy stories that happen to you guys. But yeah, this is a really like impactful moment in my life because it was really, I wasn't like scared. I wasn't no puss or anything like that, but it was really weird to see how things unfold really quickly, and how if we really had a real gun, my life could have been changed like for the worse. And that's about it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Stay tuned for more story times like these. Yeah, these are all 100% authentic. Please believe me, you guys. I'm not doing any fake stuff. I don't do fake stuff on my channel. I'm not saying that that's not okay. Fake videos are perfectly fine because those are entertainment purpose videos, but you have to also admit to those. These are 100% authentic stories. I did not add anything. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah. Toupee, need a new K. New babe, new fade, nigga, new wife. New way this way if you